For the restless, help for the helpless. He lives, hope lives. Jesus lives. I have hope today. Jesus lives. I have hope today. Jesus lives. He lives, hope lives. Jesus lives. I have hope today because Jesus lives. I rest my hope fully on the grace that is to be brought at the revelation of Jesus Christ. And with this hope as an anchor, I rest in the Savior's name. When I make a change, so grateful you came.
Again, thank you for your patience. Hope you've been enjoying DJ Slizz's hands.
So grateful.
Check out so far tonight with our content.
So grateful he came. So grateful he came. So grateful he came. So grateful. So grateful. So grateful he came. So grateful he came. So humble I pray. His will to be done. His name to be praised. I'm staying in faith to stay hopeful. Even when faced with troubles and pain, I hope for things to be changed. I really on them with my whole heart. Every tip, every star. He's giving me grace to endure, to embrace. He's the way, I'm so sure. Jesus lives. I have hope today because Jesus lives. No doubt about it, I'm in need of his hope today. So many hope.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another session of Bible Beats and Bars. Woo-wee. I know this has been a week. I had a week. Did you have a week? If you didn't and you had a blessed week, congratulations. I'm glad I made it through my week too, so congratulations to me too. Congratulations to everyone in the building that is here for this session of Bible Beats and Bars. Man, DJ Scissor Hands on the ones and twos just been cutting up. I know you've been feeling good on this one. Grandma, how you feel about this one, Grandma? How you feel about this one? He all right still? He still all right? Okay, Grandma say you good. What's up, DJ?
Yeah.
How you doing, DJ?
I got to come get a plate, Grandma.
Right, you got, okay, Grandma, he said it. He got to come get him a plate now. He said Grandma been rocking with him for a while, so it's time to get some.
Family, we family. I claim all the grandma.
I did. How's your week been, DJ? How you been going, man?
Hey, man, I feel like full of success ahead. I'm going to claim that too, man.
Full of success ahead. I like it.
We just pull it on through, man. Even if it is a storm, we're going to get through that thing, get the rainbow. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about. That's always a rainbow at the end. That's always light at the end of the storm. It's always good weather at the end of the storm. It's just always good stuff at the end of something. You know what I'm saying? Even in the volcano, it produces something good. That's even crazy.
All right.
Even destroying it still produces something good. That's some crazy stuff. So let's go ahead today and let's go ahead into this flip the script. Oh, when I got this scripture, I was like, oh, this scripture feels so good to read. Just wait. Go ahead and get your computers, these little computers that we carried around with us. Go ahead and get those, or go ahead and get that old school Bible, because it do feel good to flip through the Bible, though. It really do flip. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I kind of get tired of just swiping up and everything trying to read the Bible, but when it's just something about reading differently when you flipping those pages. It just feels good about flipping those pages. But if you could turn with me to Romans 8. Romans 8, and I'm just gonna read. Oh, let me go all the way down. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and start at verse 37, and I'm gonna read all the way down. It reads, "No, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. For I am convinced that neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, neither height nor depth, neither anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus our Lord." Ooh-wee. That's some heavy stuff right there. I don't think it left anything else. It said, height, no depth, ain't no person, no thing can separate you from God. That's amazing. All right. So today, we're just going to get back in some nice grooves. Welcome to another session of Bible Beats and Bars. DJ Scissorhand, what you got for us? Let's get it.
Them warriors come out to play. 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 On me, whole team, on three, yeah. On me, whole team, on three, winning. Boy, you know I'm from the dub. Play hard for the rock. Still God over green, boy. Young Draymond of the block. Came a long way from the bottom, and I ain't far from the top. Raindrops on raindrops, I'm Clay Tom with the shot. Don't matter where I go, I'm a rep for the team. Father, Son, Holy Ghost, still rep like Steph for the three. Got them hating on your boy like OKC to KD. Tell them run them up, we gon' turn the thunder up on them like, yeah, let's go. Them warriors come out to play. 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 On me, whole team, on three, yeah. On me, whole team, on three.
Coming hard with these straight facts. Coming hard with these straight facts. Straight facts, straight facts. Coming hard with these straight facts. These straight facts. These straight facts. These straight facts. Coming hard with these straight facts. These straight facts. Coming hard with these straight. Coming hard with these straight. Coming hard with these straight facts. These straight facts. Coming hard with these straight facts. Coming hard with these straight facts.
Yeah, coming hard with these straight facts. Running hard with these straight facts. K-drama boy on the track, this straight heat is straight fact. Low Pop George, we ace that. Above the rim, we blake that. My life, boy, he saved that. Now my works, he breaks that. Believe the hype, we fake that. Whack, we ain't that. Price is the only one you can trust. Even LeBron said, we bank that. You can bank that. Get your money up. Fake our currency, we coming up. ID straight facts that he's coming, bro. I wouldn't lie to you, we honest, bro. Running hard, day to day. Got keep showing you, y'all way to wait. On to us, on, so we straight to straight. Citizen and state to state. We give bars, we give folk. No chop over, we spit dope. Straight facts, what we give, yo. What we live, yo. Oh, yeah, we
coming hard with these straight facts. Coming hard with these straight facts. Coming hard with these straight facts. Straight facts, straight facts. Coming hard with these straight facts. These straight facts. These straight facts. These straight facts. Coming hard with these straight facts.
Excuse me, sir. All of that slicing and dicing is not needed. We got enough onions. We got enough onions and stuff chopped up already. What you doing trying to chop up any more onions and trying to just bring all them tears out, man? What's going on with you, DJ?
Man, you bring onions and stuff. That's the praise break gumbo, boy.
There you go. There you go. DJ
Hey,
Scissor
man,
Hands,
like
ladies
that,
and
Grandma.
gentlemen.
Thank you, Grandma.
DJ Scissor Hands, ladies and gentlemen, on the ones and twos. Man, I know that was feeling good. DJ, we got a awesome artist in the building, man. We got an awesome artist in the building, and I just can't wait to hear her performance. You know what, y'all? You know what? I want y'all to meet her right now. So I'm just gonna bring her up to the stage. So come on up here and join me right now. Introduce yourself. Tell everyone who you are. Give her a big round of applause, y'all. Give her a big round of applause. What's up? What's up? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good? How you doing today? You had a good day today?
I did. It's Friday.
Well,
It is true.
It is true. Well, you rocking with us. We get, I hope you keep this. I hope they keep this in there. But how you been feeling?
I've been feeling good.
Been feeling
Can't
good.
complain.
Tell everyone your name. Introduce yourself.
My name is April Horton.
April Horton. And tell us, what do you do? What do you do?
Right now, I'm currently a daycare teacher, and I'm a minister of music at my church where my dad pastors, Pastor Lewis Horton. So
Awesome. Minister of music.
Yes.
Tell everyone where they can follow you and everything.
they can follow me on Facebook at April Horton. Instagram is Caramel26, and Snapchat is Miss 90s Baby. So
Miss 90s Baby. All right, so before we get into the song, just tell us real quick a little bit about your song that you're going to introduce to us today.
The song that I'm going to be doing today is titled "You Are Not Alone." It's an exclusive, so y'all heard it here first. So it's actually about just my personal prayer to God, just saying God, I need you to let me know that I'm not alone, no matter what we go through. I just need you to be with me. So
yes. All right. So you heard it here. This is exclusive. We getting it right here on the session. Pkwy Beats Bars, ladies and gentlemen, give her a round of applause as she introduces her song.
You are not alone. You're not on your own. There's a God on the throne. You can always call on. You are not alone. You're not on your own. There's a God on the throne. You can always call on. Lord, help me, Lord, save me, I can't do it on my own. Lord, stop by here, please wipe my tears. Give me the strength to carry on. I'm ready to give up, I'm ready to give out. Sitting here crying out right now. Down on my knees, begging you please, don't leave now. I need you somehow to turn it around. I'm tired of being down, I'm tired of the rain, I'm tired of the pain from people that hurt me. Lord knows I'm hurting, I didn't deserve it, but I still took it. I needed to go, I don't want it no more. I want to be close to the God on the throne. Take my hand, help me understand that with you, you are not alone. You're not on your own. There's a God on the throne. You can always call on. You are not alone. You're not on your own. There's a God on the throne. You can always call on. You are not alone. You gotta stay strong and hold on. You are not alone. You gotta stay strong sat on the throne. You can always call. You are not alone. You're not on your own. There's a God on the throne. You can always call on. You are not alone. No, 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 no. You're not alone. You're not alone.
Yeah. Give it up for April Horton one more time, ladies and gentlemen. April Horton one more time. All right, last time, give out your tags. Give out your tags to everyone where they found you. And just tell us the name of that song again.
The name of the song is You Are Not Alone. I will be releasing it on streaming platforms in a few weeks, hopefully. And also, you can follow me on Facebook at April Horton. You can follow me on Snapchat at Miss 90s Baby. And you can follow me on Instagram at Caramel26.
Awesome stuff. Thank you so much for gracing the stage. April Horton, ladies and gentlemen, you're not alone. There's a God on the throne. Ooh, those are some powerful words, man. Because we just heard in the scripture, nothing can separate us. And you're not alone. He's on the throne. Just talk to him. Just talk to him. Just pray. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get into the nitty gritty of today. Like he likes to say, the meat and potatoes, you know. He says trying to get in the meat and potatoes. DJ, I don't think he ever sleeps. Every time he calls, I'll be like, oh, did you sleep tonight? What you doing right now? Everyone knows him as boots on the ground. He's everywhere. I don't think there's a person on this world that does not know this man right here. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause, even at home, for the man himself, the man with the plan, Minister Fred. Oh, you cutting up already. What's up? What's up?
Yo, what's happening? Hang on a second.
There you go. Just because we about to open up don't mean we still not gonna do this. We killing all germs. Because nothing can separate us.
Even germs.
COVID-19 can't separate us from the love of God.
Apart, people.
Yes, Lord.
Oh man, I'm feeling good, man.
I'm feeling good too. I'm feeling good. How you doing?
Come on, man. April Horton did her thing, man.
She did
one more again.
I think the mic's still burning. The stage still hot right there.
Got a little smoke on it.
It do. It's burning. Y'all can't see it at home. Y'all can't see it, but we see it. It's still burning.
Well, listen, it is a great day, and thank you for tuning in and taking the time every Saturday at 2 p.m. to hang out with us. This is an amazing session, Bible Beats and Bars, because we've got a stellar lineup today.
Yes, we do.
Boom, bap, bam, boom, boom, bap. Two amazing sisters, but one amazing feature that we're going to talk about today. So I want to just first of all say to the ladies that I'm getting ready to introduce, and we're going to do some really cool. I'm going to introduce one, Dr. Burns.
Yes.
And then because we did something really cool, and you guys are going to enjoy the No More Dirty Radio show, because we asked our special guest to be a part of that on like literally tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow. Oh,
like literally tomorrow.
It's going down. It's going down.
So I think Professor, can you get us some pictures here? We're gonna get this popping and get right in, because what we're gonna talk about today, women of excellence. Oh man, this is another whole level. And it's just on and popping. Yeah, give us a little music. So we have in the building two amazing sisters. The first is a young lady by the name of Dr. Demisha Burns, and she's coming to us all the way from Oakland, California.
Okay.
She's amazing, and we're gonna talk a little bit, meet them both. And then our second individual, who's just like, when I say bananas,
yes,
like another whole level.
Yes.
another whole, like, you know how levels you go up, but dimensions you step in and you just take over. This second young lady, she's Dr. Linda Amos. I mean, she walks in the first, the only, just she's swimming like this through life. Like, I'm like, I don't know anymore, man. Every week God blesses us. So I want you to put your hands together for Dr. Burns and also Dr. Amos. Yeah. Woo, this is going to be a good one today. And as Professor get us lined up, we're going to get a chance to see them. You definitely are probably already seeing them, but it's going to be dope. I mean, really, really great. Really, 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 really great. Ladies, are you in the building?
In the building.
Okay, I'm so excited.
Woo! Yo, this is a good time. This is great. You know why it's great? Because, you know, when, you know, we realize that March is a recognition of our women for excellence in being National Women's History Month. But I think it's very important that we make sure that as we're communicating that message, people go, wow. And women, especially, and girls and young ladies that are coming up and making transition into life, they can do great and amazing things.
Yes.
You know? So first of all, let's do a little, I want to ask you all to kind of share, you know, because it's so heavy, I wanted you all to get personal with this. So Dr. Burns, let's start with you. Why don't you tell us and tell all of our audience what you do and in perspective to community and your professional occupation.
Awesome. Thank you all. It is a pleasure to be here. It is definitely my honor. Dr. Demisha Burns. I am the Policy and Advocacy Manager for a nonprofit here in Oakland, California. And under that specific position, we work directly with women and girls who have been diagnosed with HIV or AIDS, or who are at high exposure for HIV and AIDS. We also extend that into STDs. Outside of that, because racial justice is very important to me, and the awareness of racial injustice is important. So I also am one of the co-chairs for our racial justice working group out here in the Bay Area, actually in California, for our Ending the Epidemics regarding HIV, STDs, as well as Hep C. And then I also am co-facilitator for our Health Disparities Working Group directly here in Oakland that is a direct response to COVID-19 and now with the vaccine rollout. So we make sure that if things are happening or not happening, we bring the awareness and make sure that people know this is not okay. How are we going to address it? And then we take that word to action so that it can actually be implemented. So those are just a few things that that we get into. Don't want to get into too much. And hopefully you all watched the radio show last week or listened to the radio show last week. And I look forward to seeing you all in the future.
Yes, come on, y'all. Put your hands together. Come on.
That's excellence right there. You know what's so exciting is that that's a few things. That's just a few. I can only imagine if you just had any more time, just how bigger that list just might get. Congratulations and applause to you. Thank you for sharing those excellence with us.
Now we have another amazing, and when I say amazing, we're talking about vet status. Dr. Burns, you know what? I was going to just, mind sharing, just because both of y'all got that title doctor. You see what I'm saying? Like, we don't have doctor, we just solid chocolate and brown brothers. And so would you share about our guests? Because I like it's beautiful. Let me tell you something. I love it when you have sisters that are change agents.
Yes.
Literally
changing
the game. So yeah, why don't you do that? Because you know, I can't do it justice like you. You know, she articulates on another level.
So not only is it my pleasure, and I am humbled, I'm about to say, to even just be on the same stage, the same platform, it is amazing. Even looking at her accolades, looking at just some of the things, not all of them, just as, you know, Dre the Drummer just said, some of them, they're absolutely amazing. And you talk about a trailblazer, truly a trailblazer. It is my pleasure to introduce none other than Dr. Linda Amos. And let me just tell you a little bit. I'm gonna let her introduce herself, but just a little bit. We talked about the first woman and the first African American to lead the two-campus, two-state Widener University and School of Law. Y'all, she's beasting, and she held initially coming out of Huntsville to start her career. And where she graduated from? Oakwood College. So with that being said, I'm just saying. Oh, see, okay, sorry. I'm just saying. We know it's OU now.
I mean, we can go.
We just saying. So, nonetheless, I would love to share the stage. I'm turning it over to Dr. Amos. Please let us know just a little bit more about what you do. We know we're going to talk much more as we go through.
Well, Dr. Burns, thank you so much. That was just such a wonderful introduction. I'm going to have carry you around everywhere I go.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. In fact, the entire team. Just going to have to bring them on out here from Vegas. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada now. As Dr. Burns indicated, I retired as associate provost and dean of 2 law schools back in 2014, and I've been out here in Las Vegas kind of ever since. And in my transition, now we don't say retirement, we say transition. And I've spent many years. I began my career right there in Huntsville, Alabama. Your parents and maybe your grandparents might remember me. I was the first African American and woman to anchor a news program in Huntsville, Alabama on Channel 31 WAAY TV some years ago, and had a talk show called Dialogue that ran on the weekends there, as well as some work with the Alabama Public Television Network and with Alabama A&M University. So I have some connection to Alabama. Of course, I've lived all over the United States, so I probably got connections to probably everywhere at this point. But I have, over the last few years, been enjoying sometimes doing some adjunct teaching at the law school here at UNLV. And just this morning, I taught a class online to 7th and 10th graders in music. Can you imagine that? Music online. And I think they're happy with me because I let them out 2 minutes early so they could start their spring break.
2 minutes early. 2 minutes early.
2 minutes early. How about that? But that's what I have been doing. And I have a passion for the arts. And I know we're going to talk about my particular art project, so I won't preempt that. But I have a particular passion for the arts in the church and outside of the church, but in the church as well.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, this guy was, ow! I'm ready. Ow! Where my shout button at? You know, we got apps now. Where that shout button? I need to download that out one day and just do that shout.
Wow. You know, this is an amazing, let me tell y'all something before we get deep in this thing, but this is amazing because, you know, God has truly blessed us across the nation.
Yes.
To have women who have that are not only trailblazers, but they're actively in the business of just making moves. You know what I'm saying?
They're in the active business of making change.
Yes.
There is nothing they have done that has been done before. They did it and blew up, and they said, okay, my time is done. There we go.
Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's just amazing.
And it's needed because, you know, for a long time, we don't see these pictures of amazing women. You know, we just don't see it. We just don't see it. And so we want to say thank you to both of you all for taking the time. And Dr. Amos, we are just super excited, and we want to dig right in on a little bit on your backstory. Dr. Burns, why don't you ask that question about the back? Come on, man. You know, this is good. This is like, when I say this is good, this is good.
I got my steak knife. I'm ready.
You got your steak knife? You got your knife, bro?
Finger looking good.
Well, I think then if you finger looking good, I'm vegetarian. So I'm sorry. I'm going to have to do a farm burger, specifically a garden burger with barbecue sauce on a grill. All right, so let's get in. Doc Burns, what's up?
All right, so Dr. Amos, I'm about to say just a few things. So we know that you are now retired, but we know that your journey has been full. We know that it is literally just paved with just amazingness, and just some of the few things that have come up. Top Woman in Business Award by Delaware Today magazine, Community Leadership Award from Best Buddies Delaware, Pennsylvania Multicultural Leadership Award, and the list goes on and on and on. So although you're retired now, although clearly, as you shared with you teaching earlier today, you're not really retired. But can you tell us a little bit about your road, your profession, what you did while you were not retired, as well as what you're working on now and what you're currently doing, would you tell the audience?
Okay. Well, I hope we're going to show the trailer in terms of what I'm working on now. Yeah. But let me just go back up. Let me reverse the tape just a little bit. After I left Huntsville, Alabama, and went to graduate school and did my graduate degrees and did my law degree, I worked for a governor in the state of Ohio, Richard F. Celeste, who was the governor of Ohio for a number of years before I returned to academia. And in that capacity, I was responsible from everything from the National Guard to highway safety to prisons. And I was responsible for spearheading clemency for battered women who had been abused and had been wrongly convicted. And we did the largest clemency for those women, released them from prison under Governor Celeste, and that was my job. And that was just one of the many things that I was responsible for, but one of the things I'm most proud of. Then I spent a number of years in academia, starting as assistant professor, working my way all the way up, did everything in the building, and then it was time to leave. And as was heard earlier, became associate provost at a university responsible for 2 law schools in 2 different states. And while I was there, the governor of Delaware asked me to look into a horrendous issue about a pedophile who was a child doctor, a pediatrician. And as a result of my investigation there are now, I think, 12 laws on the book in Delaware that are referred to as the Ammons laws because of the work I was able to do an investigation so that what happened to these 100 and some odd children would never hopefully happen again. So it's been a very interesting journey, and that was my night job in addition to running the two law schools in 2 different states. I've served on a number of boards. Most interestingly, I've served on public broadcasting boards, both in Philadelphia, and I currently serve here in Las Vegas on the Las Vegas Public Television Station board as well. So I've always kind of kept my hands in the arts. I'm a musician, doing with choirs and some composing, and I guess you could say I could never keep one job. Maybe that's what the problem is. But lately, I've gotten back to perhaps what one would say my first love in terms of communication, and I'm doing some film work. And I'll stop there and let you prompt me as to when you want me to talk about it.
Man, that is so exciting to have a law that changes lives forever to impact the future is just so amazing. How can that feel? That has to have some type of feeling to it. It sounds so, I can't even put it into words.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It just has to feel on that level of capacity, to change the lives of many people, that it doesn't hurt them so more, that it just has to feel so great.
Well, it does, and I thank the Lord now for the opportunity to have done that. At the time going through it, it was quite a horrendous experience.
Yes.
With what all I learned that had happened, and going up against powers that be, and speaking truth to power, and basically dismantling a system and putting it back together again for the protection, the health and safety of the public, and particularly our most vulnerable, our children. So it feels wonderful. I feel like the old song, y'all don't know this song, maybe you do, that my living has not been in vain. And that as I said earlier in another interview, Shirley Chisholm said, service is the rent you pay for being on earth. So I'm just trying to pay my rent.
Oh, that's
fair. Did you hear that? So it's like, so let me just go right in. So what you just said, let's talk about some of the women that have inspired you. Share a little bit about some of the women that have inspired you, because maybe that will inspire some of our ladies around the world. We're streaming to a lot of people. So yeah, share that with us.
Well, I have to start with my mom, who was the late Mary Louise McCoy, and who was just an amazing person. It would take 2 programs to just talk about her. And I'm a wallflower compared to her. And I just come from a line of women, and my grandmother, the late Emma Golson, my great aunt, who just passed at 101 this year, this year. Rosie Nash. These women were a part of the Great Migration that came up from the South in the 40s and 50s and came north to seek a better life. And they didn't always have the help of a male in the home. And they said, well, we got to go on anyway. The show can't stop. And they instilled in their children the idea that if God was on your side, there wasn't anything that you cannot do. And I ascribe to that. So in addition to those women who directly affected my life, women like Ella Baker, Fannie Lou Hamer, reading about Sojourner Truth and Harriet Tubman. I mean, who could be greater than Harriet? The girl was just bad. B-A-double-G exclamation point to the Q. I mean, the Harriet Tubman, what they went through, what they struggle with, and any number, the multitude of the unnamed women who quietly every day in your corner, you never hear their names, but they're carrying on the journey anyway. So some of the influences you have heard of, some of you haven't, some I'm still being influenced by and just proud of. I mean, for example, our vice president, I mean, the vice president is the bomb. And so I am just thankful that the Lord had seen fit to put me in the company or nearby. And let me just say, it hasn't always been women who have mentored me, because I've often, more likely than not, been the first woman doing anything. And so there have been a lot of men that I've had to pick their brains, whether they wanted to give me the information or not, who mentored me as well.
You know, I just got to ask this question. When you became the first woman in that seat or that position, or if you were the first person ever to do that, what was that feeling like when you saw the impact in so many people's lives for the better?
Excitement and trepidation. You know, there's a statement, fools rush in where angels fear to tread. I think that's a part of it.
Right, correct.
And a mixture of both, because I knew, you know, I didn't want to mess up, because I needed to keep the door open and open it even more widely for the next set of people who would be coming in after me, because I knew that I was not going to be the one and the only always, and trying to educate my people and give them as much information as I could about how you do this, because I will be moving on. And that's what we all need to do in terms of creating pipelines for people to understand when you get someplace, you didn't get there by yourself. And you need to make sure you don't leave by yourself. And so a combination of excitement, gratitude to be able to step in because of so many people whose shoulders that had to hoist me up to be able to do so. So a combination. And then sometimes just a little indignation, to be perfectly honest, the fact that it takes so long for the first to get in. We shouldn't still be talking about the first, as long as we as a people have been in this country, and as much as we have done, and particularly women, who are, you know, the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world, regardless as to what position that she might be in. So kind of dissatisfaction, indignation, and just tired of having to explain to people why you need people who look like me.
Mm-hmm. She not playing. She not playing.
Ask goodness, not for permission.
Wow. Dr. Burns, you had a really good question earlier that you shared with us. We want you to share that. I think it's fitting having you both here with us today. And I just really want to commend you, Dr. Amons, for what you're doing, because, you know, until this interview, I've heard about you, but not on these kind of levels. And it was, let me stop and say a shout out to Dr. Ifama Pkwy, who took the time. I was having a conversation with her about doing something for the Passover, or what most people see as the Easter weekend. And I just want to say thank you, Dr. Pkwy, another amazing woman.
Absolutely.
Another amazing woman. And we're going to have her on the show Even though we move into April, we're gonna get her. We're gonna get her on this set, literally, because she's in our.
You must. You absolutely must.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Dr. Burns, wow. Do you have a? We talked also about some other things, and you talked about pearls of wisdom. You go ahead. It was just so heavy, the conversation, fellas.
All right, so Dr. Emmons, I'm about to say, looking at the things that you have done, and as we spoke about, now you spoke about the governor, bringing you in for that investigative case, and creating the laws, of which 9, were passed unanimously. So, however, it was also Senator Tom Carper who forwarded your name to be considered for the White House for a seat on the U.S. District Court in the District of Delaware. So clearly, you are continuing to just blaze that trail. You're continuing to set things in motion. And so just as you said, you knew you may have been the first, but you were not going to be the last. And so looking at this, we're in March, National Women's History Month. And although we know that every day is National Women's History Month, just like Black History is every day and not just in February, are there pearls of wisdom that you have that you can share with the ladies, with the women, with those who are coming up? And even in your case, as you said, sometimes you're mentored by some of the men. So even some of our young men that they can take as a torch when times get hard, when things get a little difficult, just something they can hold on to as they continue forward.
Yes. Well, one of the things, thank you for asking me that, Dr. Burns. One of the things that you can hold on to is how this show began, and that's with Romans 8:37-39. I won't take time to repeat it because you've already heard it today, but that's where you begin. All things begin and end with the Creator. Other things is people often, when I've spoken at events, says, well, will you talk about the secrets to success? And, I said, sure, I'll be happy to talk about that. And I want to tell them it's not a secret. It's not a secret. If you're diligent and do and make yourself available for opportunities, whatever that means in terms of education, skills, to be ready to step into the door, and you listen for that prompting, that inner prompting that says, this is the way, walk ye in it. You can't help but successful. I was sharing with somebody earlier today, for example, with this project film that I'm doing. I said, well, Lord, this is your project. I've hit a bump in the road here. If you want this done, it's on you. I'm going to relax. And 100 times out of 100 times, when it's his project, you don't have to fuss. You don't have to fumble. You don't have to fight. The doors will just open for you, but you must be prepared. And that's the one thing that I want to stress to our young men and our young women. It takes discipline. People like me, like Dr. Burns, and like the DJs and Minister Fred, you don't just walk into something. Sometimes you stumble into things, but you certainly won't be able to stay there if you're not prepared for the moment in time. Everything that we've learned from the Bible, whether it's Joseph, and I love the character of Joseph, because no matter where Joseph in the Bible, in the Old Testament, in the Hebrew Bible, no matter where he landed, jail, Potiphar's house, wherever he landed, he always landed on the upside.
Yeah, right. Come on now, come on.
Whatever he put his hand to, and that's a lesson to all of us. There's a sermon that I sometimes preach dealing with the little girl that had to do with Naaman's healing. She was in bondage, but she was a trailblazer. So it doesn't matter where you are at this particular point in time, because God knows where you are. And I'm so grateful for that. He knows in terms of this transition where I am. And he also knows where I'm supposed to be. All I need to do is walk in it, be attentive to it, and obey. And that's the secret of success. Is no secret.
All right.
Wow. Come on, y'all. Come on.
I feel like I just got a poetry set, a sermon, and a concert all in one, because that cadence was so yes, man.
Hey, that's what truth look like, man.
Yes, sir.
Wow,
yes, sir. That's what truth. Yes.
Okay, so now we can get into the juicy juice.
All right.
About the new stuff. Why don't you do your thing? Yeah, I like the way you put that together when we were talking earlier. Dr. Burns.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah.
I should. So as we're going through this project that you started talking about, this piece that you sort of hinted to was absolutely amazing. Seeing
Thank
the
you.
trailblazer that people are about to look at just puts us in a totally different mind frame. Not only, and I said earlier when I first saw, I was like, wait, there's a chair. Okay. But there's more. When we think about our life, when we think about the various things that are going on, and dude, that last chair is a piece of cake. I said, oh, I got to watch this. I'm be front row and center when this comes out.
Yeah, yeah.
So I got to give this back to Dr. Amos. Please let us know about the upcoming trailer. Let us know about the upcoming feature that is going to be featured right here as well. Tell us about the movie, The Four Witnesses, what it's about, where it came from, your twist on it, and just take us on that journey with you.
All right. So this film came about as a result of problem solving. We've been in COVID for forever, it seems like, for over a year. And back in December, I stepped in to fill in to help out a local church with their Christmas program because they didn't have one. So I put together a Christmas program. It was all online. And of course, no good deed goes unpunished. So then I was asked about, well, what are we going to do about Easter? And I said to the minister, well, why are you asking me? And so I had originally, I was very hesitant. I didn't want to, I said, look, I've done what you all asked me to do in 2 weeks and I'm tired. I'm old. But I went to bed that night and I woke up the next morning with a complete script in head. Sat down at my computer and just stopped and did not stop until it was written. Of course, I've edited some things, but the entire concept. Now, here's the concept. It is the day after the crucifixion. It's that Saturday morning or Saturday evening when what you're going to see, when those who were at the cross were going through what they're going through. And we take four characters. I'll tell you who the three are, and you can figure out the fourth for yourself. Mary, the mother of Jesus, Mary of Magdala, better known as Mary Magdalene, and John, the beloved disciple. And they tell what's on their mind in real time. It's a contemporary piece. There are no these, thous, and those in it. No King James English. We're not in Shakespearean time. It's modern. It's an all African-American cast. You have...
Wait. We got to clap on that, for real. Come on, man. Oh, listen. Woo. Go ahead. I had to stop.
All African-American cast. One of the cast members who is not acting but singing is from right there in Huntsville, Alabama, in the person of Bonnie Sutton, who is affiliated with the Metropolitan Opera. She sings. Armand Hutton, I don't know if you know that name.
Yep.
He sings. And then there are the actors themselves. You won't see all of that in this trailer because if I showed you all that, wouldn't be any point in showing you the movie. But you will see this. And I wrote it for people who are not comfortable with the King James version of the crucifixion, that all of the people in all of the movies are always people who shouldn't be in the movies because people where this took place, they were people of color. They were not people who are not of color. And so it excites me to be able to present this. These actors are wonderful. I've said enough. You can key it up whenever you're ready.
All right.
Okay, so let's do this. Scissor, why don't you play a little music as we get this queued up? Because this right here is, oh my gosh. And let me tell you, I am so excited, Dr. Lindo, that you did this. Because I struggle with showing movies that are not historically correct. I just stopped showing them here. I stopped even promoting them. And so we're excited that you took the time to allow the Holy Spirit to really say, hey, let's get the history right so that people can appreciate the biblical perspective and then choose to believe or not to believe. But when you start out with lies, everybody don't look nothing like people that lived in the Edenic territory. I'm not even trying to hear nothing else. So we go, Professor, you get that thing queued up and we go get it going. But I just think it's so needed It's
Absolutely.
so needed.
Absolutely.
You know what
And it's needed from that perspective. It's needed for people who are unchurched, who are not coming to your church. They're not coming, period. In fact, the gospel doesn't say come to have people come to your church. The Bible says go. And so this is a way of going out to people to minister to them in ways that, you know, the arts, and I got a whole thing on the art. You have to have me back at one time to talk about the arts.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna bring you back to art. But this right here, this trailer, and let me say this. We are going to officially, she is allowing us and gracing us to officially show it here at the spot on Easter weekend. So we're gonna show it. You guys gonna hold it down. Listen, I'm gonna be traveling, doing some more networking on the West Coast, hanging out, getting work done. But I want you to check out this here. Here we go. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get it.
So you go to the capital city for the big holiday, and then the unthinkable happens. That's the story that the four witnesses will tell when they sit here. You are not supposed to outlive your children. Where were his best friends? Nowhere to be found.
Last Sunday, we were on top of the world. Parade was unbelievable, and the crowds were fantastic.
He tried to stay awake before came and took him away. But we were tired. I was tired. And I'm so sorry.
I was there. I didn't trust him at first. The men in my life have always been suspect. He didn't judge. He did not judge, and he certainly did not assign us to hell.
Everything is fair in love and in war. And this is war. I intend to win.
Join us.
Wow. Oh my God. Wait. Okay, I need a minute.
Wow.
Wow.
That's so real.
I mean,
Oh my goodness.
like I had 4 emotions go through my body in less than 2 minutes.
I had 4 different perspectives like go through my mind, like real life perspectives. Even though I was hearing that monologue, it created a picture for real life for me. Not even say for me per se, but just real life now of what that dialogue could be like when she said, "Where were his friends?"
Right.
How many mothers have you heard say that about their sons?
Yeah.
Or, where was their friends?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Right, but that fourth chair, though. That fourth chair, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, in love and war. That's why I was like, dude, as soon as when the first time I saw that, oh, okay. Because it literally brought it to life. This is modern day. This is stuff we go through every single day.
Yes.
Are we making them choices? Should I not? Well, I know. No, I'm looking forward to that.
And
Well,
you
thank
can even compare them to your emotions.
For me, it was like
I saw 4 emotions. Like, golly.
Go ahead.
Those actors and those expressions, you know what I'm saying? They
were
hitting
traded.
hard, man.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. Easter need to come tomorrow.
That's two Saturdays. But listen, what got me was, Doc Burns, what got me was, and Dr. Linda, what got me was he was sitting like this, and I want to win. And I was like, is this Freddy Krueger or something? Oh my God. I was like, "Ooh, wait, I got okay, Lord, help me sleep tonight."
It was just
I
a
was
little
like,
different. Just wanted you to know he was just a little different than your average guy.
But
and then he
that's
was
what's
clean
needed.
money. He was a thief.
Right, but that's what's needed, because at first glance it's like, oh, okay, just a smooth, smooth. But then you start talking and you like, oh, okay,
Snake and around there.
exactly. How many times you better watch out, it will bite you.
Wow. So we're gonna
This is-
show this, man. Go ahead.
This is a movie that is definitely what start some conversations.
Right.
This is going to open up some doors for some heavy conversations that people have not wanted to have for a long, or even maybe even avoided
Yeah.
avoided to have. This is going to open that door to like, hold on. We watched this together. I need some answers here.
Right.
We just watched this. This is how I feel sometimes, or this is what I go through. Help me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I was so excited. I'm so excited.
Well, and the other thing too, Doc, we want to say to you, thank you for allowing the Holy Spirit to use you.
Yes.
Listen, we feel and like you know that you're a vet in it, you retired and still doing it, but we know for a fact we work with the street. We're all exes right on this stage, all of us. Literally. And when you start talking about the Bible and Jesus and this and that, and it is so disconnected culturally, it's so disconnected even on a biblical perspective. And then you look at all the pictures and none of them look like people of color. There is no conversation at all.
That's right.
What you're doing, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is a game changer in terms of films. And I love that it said A, Linda L. And, but and I shout out to Tyler Perry and all that, but it said A as in the top dog female.
Right.
And I was like, and it just started. And then she came out, and she just walked out of the dark. I was like, go there, go sis, go.
On a psychological end of that, I feel like she's bridging those gaps too.
Yeah.
Mending that bridge of, I don't want to talk to grandma and them no more. I don't want to ask no questions. She's opening the door. Talk to me.
Yeah.
I want to give you the knowledge. The knowledge is here for you to take it. I want to give you my perspective so we can dialogue on perspectives and we can mend that together.
Yeah.
And what's beautiful is that it's just truth to power. So it's just real. It's not even throwing it at your face. Like, it's not like, well, you better. It's just, this is the experience.
Yeah, they're drawing you into their experience.
Right. It's real spoken word heavy. And it's spoken truth in the form of a monologue / dialogue. You know what I'm saying?
I know they talking at home. I know they are. They were like, what did we just see? Wait, hold on. Are they going to show it again?
Well, let me just say, you saw some of the tamer parts of the film, because I had to say something for the film. Sometimes you see the trailer at the movies and you go and see the movie and say, well, we could have just gone and see the trailer and be done with it. But it gets even a little deeper in terms of the kinds of things that I hope will trigger the discussions that people need to have on many, many levels. That's the goal.
Yeah, well, it's going to happen because you got us talking about it with a 2-minute trailer. I'm like, what the what? So we definitely have to, we're gonna get you on tomorrow, man. Make sure that you drop this to 400 more thousand plus on the radio show end. This is just TV end. So let me just say this. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for making history.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you for making real life history. Thank you. It's not talked about enough. It's not celebrated enough. And 9 times out of 10, we don't celebrate them while they're living about the history they have made. We talk about it when it's too late, per se.
Right.
But you're right here, right now. Thank you for the history that you have made today that we can still see tangibly and say thank you to you. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank God.
Yes,
Yes,
thank
indeed.
God. For real. Well, before we wrap up, do you want to share any closing? Did we covered a lot of ground?
We did. I think we need both closing from both doctors. This is a heavy stage.
Well, let me say this. Let me say this before you close, Dr. Linda. I want to say that I'm excited about next Saturday Sabbath, the session Bible Beats and Bars.
What you got
we
up
will.
your
Let
sleeve?
me tell y'all. Listen.
See, here you go. I told you he don't sleep.
Well, let me tell you
I told
something.
you he don't sleep.
Let me tell y'all something. Let me get my position right here. On the 27th, which is the last Saturday, the last session for the month of March, we're going to have none other than Dr. Demisha Burns in the city of Huntsville right here at the session. Come on, y'all, man. Come on. Come on.
Yeah. In the flesh.
In the flesh, all the way from Oakland, California.
Wait, yeah.
E40. Let me just stop.
Yes.
Wonderful.
So Dr. Burns, just give them a little tidbit of what they can expect. I know you're gonna do, and then she does spoken word. Now listen, just for the record, now we do Bible beats and bars. Now you get a pass today, and Dr. Linda doesn't have to do it. She's a vet. She's retired. Because we're gonna do a freestyle. You know, she was checking the sound check like, ooh, goodness, they going in. DJ Sizzle was like, he was like, yeah. She was like, ooh, this is deep. Let me get something to drink. Come back. And it's okay, you know, we on that boom bap for real. But at the end of every session, y'all know we do a straight boom bap freestyle. So we want you to join. And I know she does spoken word, but you know, your cadence is, you know what I mean? So you got to be ready for that, for real. So if you would grace us, I know you with a spoken word, at least one spoken word piece, definitely. And then, so just share a tidbit of what they can expect. So y'all can make sure you in the building. Now we can only do up to 25 people in here. So you have to RSVP. No, just kidding. But you do have to have a mask. Don't sleep. Wear a mask.
Y'all got jokes. Literally just real. I don't know how to be anything, but it's about being transparent. It's about calling a thing, and it's about understanding that your testimony can bring life and light to somebody else. And so whether it be a smile, whether it be, well, we in COVID, so we can't really do a hug, but you know, whether it be, you know, a Zoom hug or something of the sort, it's about being real. When we talk about what's happened, when we talk about especially our Black women and our Black history, you know, that has happened, just the various things. We're going to talk about some sexual abuse. We're going to talk about, you know, just domestic abuse. We're going to talk about, you know, the various things that are hitting every single day, that mental abuse that people, well, that mental health, you know, concerns that come up that are real. We talk about the holistic person. And yes, although this is March, you know, Women's History Month, we're also talking about just the holistic person, period. So the holistic woman, as well as the holistic man, the holistic family, and what that looks like when people are coming together, as well as what that may not look like when people haven't quite figured it out or they ain't done their work. So at the end of the day, we talking about, let's go do our work, whatever that work is, and not be ashamed of who we were yesterday, because that was yesterday. And where we going is tomorrow. And the quote that I have is, my destiny is not behind me, so my focus should not be there either. So looking forward to it. I'm gonna step back because this is Dr. Amos week, and I am so even allow me on the stage, you know, being able to show myself. I'm
ready
going
now. You can't do it. You gotta wait 7 more days, please.
You go for it, Dr. Burns. That's all right.
Dr. Linda,
proud of you. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Proud of you all.
Thank you for paving the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Dr. Linda, you got to give us some closing word from the desk of Linda L. Ammons Films.
Well, you know, there's, as I said earlier, one of the passions of mine is always been music. And I probably would have majored in it, but my mama told me I needed a job that paid. So I didn't major in it. But there's a song that on his very last album, I think, that Andre Crouch wrote. And the title of it is God is on Our Side. He says, we live in troubled times, seems like the sun won't shine. And it goes on, it says, but remember, God is on our side. And it probably ties in with where we started at the beginning of the hour. No matter what you're going through, no matter what is ahead of us, no matter what they say that is the bigger and biggest lies, no matter how they try to distort what it really, really means to be in Jesus, God is on our side. It takes a whole lot more work to, in my opinion, of course, the Minister Fred, too, you might have to correct me, but it takes, in my opinion, it takes a whole lot more work to be lost than it does to be saved.
Correct.
And
You're
so,
absolutely right.
belief. Everything happens because of belief. If there was a song I remember the kids used to sing, I got sick of it, but the kids used to sing about a decade ago, I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. If you believe, you can, if you can conceive it, it can be done. What I've been able to do throughout my life with the blessings of the Lord and with the family as the wind underneath my wings, and people who have opened the door for me, who look all kinds of ways, male, female, black, white. God has a plan. And as Dr. Burns says, your destiny is ahead of you. So keep moving on, keep marching on. Don't be discouraged. And remember, there was a German philosopher who said, when new ideas are often scoffed at, in fact, they're ridiculed. And then finally, he says, in the end, they are accepted as being matter of fact. So if you've got an idea and you really thought it through, well, don't be surprised if it's new that it'll be scoffed at. Every new idea gets scoffed at. So all I want to say is keep on keeping on. Thank you so much for having me on the program. I've enjoyed this immensely. I look forward to you receiving the film and enjoying the film. And I'll see you next time. Hopefully real soon.
Yes.
Well, we are super glad. Hey guys, y'all got something to say about this? What y'all think about this show, man? For real.
Man, the show is just too dope today. Just it's on a whole nother level. This has been one immensely great month of just straight Black woman excellence. As a man in the entertainment world or tapping into that entertainment world, it gets kind of cumbersome to see one type of thing portrayed all the time.
Yes, say that.
Like it gets tiresome sometimes. I mean, yes, sometimes you can live by flesh, but sometimes your flesh get tired as well. Yeah. Let's just keep it real. To be able to start celebrating women on a high scale that they deserve, and to make it popular and to make it a trend, it feels so good to be a part of witnessing history, being part of history, and just being in the presence of so many great women. It's just been a great month. This show has just been so dope. Thank you for your time and just letting us tap into your mind about your life and future. This show is just so amazing, man. I'm just excited. I'm gonna shut up now. I just keep on talking. I would be quiet.
Everybody say what's up, bro?
Yeah, man, you all are such a gift. You know what I'm saying? It's just an honor to be able to experience what you're giving us. You know what I'm saying? It's just an honor and privilege to be on the receiving end. So thank you for being transparent and joining us.
Wow. And let me say this too, one more thing. I want to say thank you, ladies, both of you, and especially you, Dr. Linda. I really want to say thank you, because what you did today is give us Black men, specifically Black and brown men, a reason to continue to stand side by side.
Yes.
And even at times, we need to step behind and be the protector of your vision and your creativity.
Yes.
Or stand to the side and say, wherever you want to go, babe, I'm right with you.
Yeah.
Even if I don't necessarily understand it and it's a little interesting, if you can share that, just help me see what you see.
Yeah.
I can do what you need me to do. And then we can stand in front and catch the bullets while you develop and you create and become the queen that you've already predestined to do with those God-given talents, gifts to give to, because you are the nurturers. But many times we have to just give you time to grow into the level of nurturing that's necessary to be a blessing, like you said, to the 7th grade kids, and to kids on the street, and like what we do in the block, and what Dr. Demisha does in Oakland. You know how rough Oakland is? If anybody doing work in Oakland, Oakland. It's real. That's a home of Black Panthers. So if you in there, you doing work, that's real talk, real talk. You know what I mean?
Right.
This ain't no joke. So whenever you tune into the session, you're going to get some Bible beats and bars, but you're going to get this heat. This is what it is. And so we really want to say thank you to both of you all, ladies, because this is a double blessings, really. It's just another whole level, you know. So thank you both. Thank you. I'm just saying. Oh.
But you was putting on the whole armor, wasn't you? Talking about front and back, and you was putting on the whole armor, wasn't you? Shoot. I thought you was reading the text while you was talking.
Yeah, it's all in the brain, baby. I went to school for that. So listen, we got to get my man. Can we finale with a blessing to you all and all the ladies? Why don't you? Let me introduce him. Can I introduce him, Dre? I want to introduce his brother. His name is Ace Rogers. He blessed us last week, and he actually is a part of the crew, whether he knows it or not. I love his heart, his dedication. We can go on and on, but today I just wanted to come up here. He's going to give a little a cappella piece, and then the finale with a little hip hop blend with some of that famous you already know when you hear it. So let's put our hands together for my man. You already know Ace Rogers as he blesses our sisters as we take this thing to the edge.
Going on, ladies. Going on, no more dirty crew.
You already know, family.
All right, family. All right. Did y'all hear? Hey, talking to y'all, wake up. Did y'all hear? Shake up. Did y'all hear? Shh. Don't tell the haters it's a secret. We still here. Don't tell the haters it's a secret. We still here. April and Ace, A&A, Dr. Amons, and Burns. We in it. Right now, we had to learn from every term. A&A in the place in the green. No AKA. But we stepping up today on the scene. Standing up and sitting down. We back. We weren't quitting when things weren't going around. So my mother is a counselor and works with victims and people that have been looked over. Now I had ingredients to feed people what they need. I brought the cook over. Happy Women's Month. Remember, ladies, you winning because you win this month. I want to thank the NMD crew for allowing me to come again to speak to you with this song. Help you steer right if you've been steering wrong. We in this together. Keep fighting. Don't forget, it will get better. This was made for the underdogs, for guiding them people in life. I'm with you. Keep pushing. This is created by me for you. Remember they said we wouldn't. Now we're chef in the kitchen and we cooking. Speaking of through, how many of y'all have been through? I mean, through the wire. Well, this is for you. One of my favorite artists, yes, Mr. Whitlow, Kanye West. Kanye made a song for the great woman back in the day. Who is this? Whoa, man. I feel for you if you don't know, man. Shaka Khan, DJ Shaka Khan. AKA Miss I'm Every Woman. Fall through the fire. Kanye West put his touch on it through the wire. When I'm down bad, just lift me up higher. And those lyrics and life experience for this helped inspire. So I'm going to make the most of this moment and not miss. The lyrics was a little bit something like this. What if somebody from the Shy that was ill got a deal on the hottest rap label around? But he wasn't talking coke and birds, it's more like spoken word. And he was really putting it down. Unquote. That was his. Now it's my turn. Through the Wire by Kanye, getting off that boat. Now we standing tall on dry land. I'm here with you today. NMD crew, Mr. Whitlow in the audience.
This is for all y'all. When you get low, keep pushing. You're going to have it. Well, now, I, Ace Rogers, am back at it like an addict. I'm putting it down for those people that never had it. Those people that have been putting it down. But right now, I'm standing, walking back and forth on the ground and putting it down for y'all. Like the green on this mic, St. Patrick's Day. Here's some green, I must say. Like a plant, I want to bring life to the scene. I know y'all been waiting, anticipating. So here's the song. That part is important. Like toothpaste or deodorant, you need to put it on. You can't leave without it. You can, I really doubt it. Okay, this is important. You can say, I and you are interchangeable. Ladies, today, I stand with you. Ladies, you can repeat this, only if you want to. To my past, no longer. SLAVE. That's spelled slave if you didn't know, but you heard it from me. Time to break free. Like what? Like what? A refugee. Ready or not, here I come. Like Lauryn Hill. In your life now, you can take the wheel. I can take the wheel. We can take the wheel. We created this. By the hill. Valley. So this moment you should feel. Cali. In green like chlorophyll. You are Destiny's Child. You are a survivor. Don't stay down. You a riser. I too was trapped in a situation. Down just about breaking. This is about breaking free from bondage. Like Dr. Burns said, and Miss Amos, remembering the past, but seeing the promise of your future. Learning from the past, like a tutor, but not letting your past be a ruler. On Women's Month, about to go ahead and have the DJ spin it, because we in it. Finally Free. This is a song by Ace Rogers. Y'all can join me. DJ play. Old school Kanye. Y'all repeat the lyrics and say, yeah, you know what? Yo, we break free. We finally free. FREE. Say it with me. We finally free. Yeah, the shackles gone. Yeah, we had to break free. No SLAVE. Old school. He is allowing me to see what's that in front of you, what's that in front of me. The parting of the Red Sea. Last week I had 1, 2, about 3 in front of me. Finally free, Mr. Whitlow. They said no to me, and I said okay. Shocked for 90 days long. They gave me the beat straight, but I proved them wrong. Treated 90 days wrong, and they barely let me really go through. But I stood strong and said no today to Pharaoh. Say, you finally free. Say it right now, join me. No longer with our feet up, our feet is down. We was in the water, now we on dry land. Looking all around, let me go back to the lyrics. Freestyling, making sure I got it.
Yeah, come on, y'all. Put your hands together for my man. That's what's up.
And yo. This is the rest of the song. I gotta keep pushing along. Here's the song and here are the lyrics. See, the haters don't want you to hear it. I said no. Now I see his promise stand. It sounds good right now, like DJ Scissorhands. Now I'm back. I was underwater. Now I'm back on promised land. I can finally see the promised land. I'm finally free. I had to break free. Pharaoh and the chariots was just chasing me, but I broke free with energy. Say it with me. We finally free. Say it with me. We had to break free. SREE. We once blind, but now we can see. Breathe. We finally free. Shackles no longer holding me. Break free. That's all we had to do. Through. Professor X, they said we was done, we up next, and we just had to get up direct and change the way we see it, change the way we screen it. Let's be it. Let's make it happen like a promise, man. And whoa, man. We finished March, so April. We got spring next. Shout out to the MLD crew, DJ Scissorhand, Mr. Whitlow, Raider Beats, April, and Professor X. They messed up. We up next.
Yeah.
Yo, man, thank you so much, man. Come on, put your hands together for man. Come on up, Dre. Let's wrap this joint. We got the freestyle, man. He put it on, man, with a Kanye twist. Love it.
What's up, man? Minister Fred, we had us an awesome show today. We had us an awesome show today. Just wrap everyone. Tell us what you got going on this weekend. What you got going on?
Well, what's going on tonight, man? It's Saturday night.
Oh, it is. What you got going on?
Yeah. As soon as y'all get off this, man, make sure y'all turn in later on 9 p.m. G93 Scissorhands Radio.
Oh, I already know.
You already know.
He said tune in, so y'all better go ahead and put some gas on the car now. Go ahead and have that family ride. To get you some
we're gonna go around
through.
the corner a few laps. You know
Whoa. Yeah, get your gas. Fill up. Going for a family ride. See the scenery. Ride the country. And ride with DJ Scissorhands.
Yeah,
He's gonna have y'all feeling good. What you got coming up?
Well,
Mr.
first
Fred?
of all,
What's
I'm gonna
going
jump
on?
in my car. I'm sitting on my 24s and turn it up loud. You know what I'm saying? So it's like boom, boom. Who that? Scissorhands Radio. But then on Sunday we'll be right back on G93 at 5 p.m. and it's gonna be an amazing show. Shout out to our good doctor friend, Dr. Linda Amos, who will be our special guest. And then 6 o'clock you can get the jump back with We Up. And I want to say a shout out real quick to. I was on. The Lord blessed me to get a chance to feature my music.
Yeah,
man,
I was
in the
hoping
UK,
you were gonna talk about it. If you didn't talk about it, I was definitely gonna put the spotlight on. You know how it is. So tell us a little bit about that experience.
So shout out to Mr. Milton. He's the plug, man. He sent my music all over the world pretty much, and we got several different plugs, but we got a plug literally from the UK in London, the UGN, which is the Urban Gospel Network, and it's a huge radio syndication way out there, and they featured us, and it was amazing. And they featured my album. They also featured on my hit song "God Is Good," and then also the music video. And we're around the world, man. And then talked about our new remix with the trap mix. So they spinning us, yo. So it was an honor, you know. I had never did an interview in the UK, so shout out to the UK and UGN.
You got lost in the accent, did you? You was just like, what was you saying, huh?
No, I kept it New York. But they got a lot of East Coast over there too, man. So they really they was rocking. So shout out to them. And again, like we heard today, keep pressing in your vision. Don't give up. Never would known I would be rocking our stuff to hundreds of thousands of people in the UK.
Man, making history.
Trailblazer.
That's
it.
I know that. Trailblazer, opening the door. Opening the door. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get up out of here, I just gotta to give you these little thoughts. So I was studying this week, right? Studying this week, going through my progressions, and while I was asleep, I just had this dream, right? And during this dream, I don't know, this is just a story. This is just a story, not nothing compared to anything, but this is just an analogy that I want you to take on your life right now, right? Okay?
Right.
So you got this one door, it's kind of open and it's dark in that room, right? You don't know what's in it, and you're looking for something, and you lost it. You don't know where it's at. You're looking for something. So you got all these doors that you're looking in, and each door you go to is locked. Each door is locked. Everyone, you're getting frustrated at every door you go into because it's so locked. You, why is it? I know I put it in one of these doors. I know it's somewhere. Then you finally go to that door, open it, and turn the light on, and find it is right there. You know what they're saying? Sometimes you know what your direction is supposed to be, but you don't want to look at it because the door is already open. Sometimes we want to take the hard way, and figure out maybe this door will open, maybe that door will open. Go ahead and walk through the door that's already open. Thank you for rocking with us at the session, Bible Beats and Bars. Woo! Tune in next week with the session. DJ Scissorhand, go ahead and mix us out real quick. What you got? You know, they rocking with us. They still waiting. I was like, who gonna freestyle first? They was gonna freestyle first. Who got it?
Yo.
Who got it? What you got in this?
Okay. Now peep the game. We're gonna smooth it out since Scissor got it. Yeah, come on up, man. Yeah. Now back in the days, I used to flip the way, and then I say, you say, Christ is the way. Today, flip the B, the I, the B, the L, the E. Then we do a session, Bible beats and bars. That's the reason why we go from the west to the east, to the north, to the south. And that's the reason why we keep it scratchy. It's DJ Scissorhand plus me and Dre B. I hear ya. He about to mix the mix so we can buy. Then we get right. Yo, Dr. Dre, why don't you get live?
You're gonna be a trailblazer. So you gotta be a hellraiser. You gotta keep your boots on the ground. You might even get some friends. I'm rocking the beat just a little, cause I'm feeling desperate-toes. I'm making up words because it's going to be with the flow. Flow into the trailblazing. Boots on the ground, I'm hell raising. Yes, I'm making sure you get the phrasing, cause I'm still hell raising.
Now I'm gonna turn it to my man Ace B. Now Ace, I need you to tell him what the word. Now you got 30 seconds. Don't take anything else. B.
1, 2, 3, 4. Making sure I pause before I open the door. I see it's automatic, so that means I gotta go slow. Cause you know I don't wanna fall on the floor and slip. Don't wanna be clumsy. I know the door's gonna open up for me. Yeah, it's automatic, so that I really see. I gotta pause. Wayne Gretzky when it comes to playing on the ice. Black buck on it, I can't stop. I gotta keep on moving, yeah, we see. Remember I had this song talking about the Red Sea, keeping it PG, no more dirty. Yeah, I'm freestyle. MLD crew just with me. Acting up kinda like a bad child.
What?
Moving on feet like a mouse. Walkathon.
Yeah.
Y'all
What
done.
you got? What
Y'all
you got?
losing. Roll on the same Terry Crews.
Okay, now take us somewhere. Scissorhand, please. Now when we think about what he did, and when he said and what he said, now he gave his life on us a tree, B, so we can be free indefinitely. Now, he blessed be it, but we gon' crack the sky, G, and rep the deity. Should I say the Father plus the Holy Spirit plus these three, C. Now seek ye this day, whom you fall, you best believe to get you up off the wall, and when it get done, they gon' be like, who it be? We gon' rep it again at the session, G. E, A, B, C, D, bring it back, Dre, won't you add your flavor, T-H-A, the drummer, beat 'em up, B.
Will be some bars, the session. 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 We rocking the Bible beats and bars, the session. We gonna keep it going and nothing to learn the lesson. I'm gonna teach you all the phrases because there's something in them but the phrases. I'm going to teach you how to plant the seed. Once you get the photosynthesis, then you will see that you're gonna need to see the sun before you will be able to grow, and then you will grow.
So now here's what we're gonna do. Now, yo, that's what's up, man. Welcome to. We hope you enjoyed yourself tonight. Don't forget that we do our prayer, God's mailbox. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to put it in. We're going to put your mailbox, your decisions and whatever, and what you want to talk to the Lord. They should just put it aside, and we're going to be ready for next week because we burn everything next week, right?
Yes, because it's the last week.
That's right.
It's the last week. So, we're going to have that. We're going to burn it all. Because I know some of them prayers been answered already. I know you got them blessings that you pray for, because them checks done here. I know your checks done here. I know them checks done here.
That's on that stimulus. Hey, make sure y'all tied too. Make sure
this weekend, man.
Yeah, make sure you bless somebody, bro.
Ain't nobody been calling. Everybody just been doing something.
Right.
Everybody just all of a sudden, what you doing? Oh, handling business.
Yeah, right.
What you doing? Handling business. Where you at?
Next week,
where you at? Wow, what's up?
Well, listen, on the real, make sure you take care of the Lord first. Get that 10% and be a blessing to some organization, be a blessing to your church ministry or to someone doing good.
you better
IE,
teach that lesson.
the spot. You can do
you
something
know
with
what?
us.
I'm
You
glad
already
you
know.
said that because I've been having that battle. I got to do better.
Yeah, man. Like for real. That's
Gotta do better.
every time I get some money,
See, I'm
10
being
going
honest.
off.
See, I'm being honest. I got to do better. So I know someone been talking about paying tithes and stuff. So we got to do better. So y'all who having a hard time paying tithes, we in this together. And we gonna start doing this thing, all right? Y'all hold me accountable. Dre the drummer, just tag into the session. Hold me accountable. Like, Dre, did you pay your tithe, bro? I ain't gonna tell y'all my pay schedule. Then y'all be trying like, hey, can I get $5? Nah. There you go. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna hold each other accountable. We gonna rock this thing, and we gonna start paying this time to see what type of blessings we got coming our way.
That's what's up. So make sure you, and if you want to be a blessing here, go to nomoredirty.org and be a blessing. And let's go out with my song that I played, man, in the UK. God is good. Can you throw that video on, man? Let's end with that, man.
Let's go and close it out with that one. That just seems just so right. Just in that white, in your white.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay holy as I can. It's rough, man.
Oh, that's where you go with it. Look.
That's what's up. Anyway, we out.
We gone. Thank you for rocking at the session. Bible Beats and Bars. Until next week, keep a smile on your face. Do something for someone else. Grandma, we still love you. See y'all next week.
Yep.
Yo, this is some real talk right here. Let's go. Holla back. God is good, yes, okay. All the time, every time, please. Yeah, God is good. Okay. Even when you find yourself the only Christian in society. Okay. Cause God is good. Yes, sir. Even if you have no money, time, God is good. He's teaching us to walk. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. Now let me hit you with 3 scriptures so you can be A to the O to the L to the Y. Have your own testimony. Psalms 37, 5 and 6. Commit your ways, trust in the G to the O to the D, and obey. 2. Isaiah 54, 17. No weapon formed against you and me shall prosper, G. Know that God has got your back. He will run the devil out like that. And the key is flip that B to the I to the B to the L to the E. Now 3, let me hit you with this scripture. See, listen closely. Listen, man, listen closely. Now, it's 1 Corinthians chapter 10, 13, bro. So you can know that you can live right, yo. Cause no temptation coming at you, B. Cause he gave his life on a tree and got them keys. That's a grave, death, and hell. So that you can be born again, believer, G. That's the reason why we say God is good. What? And you thought you couldn't do it. You wrong. God is good. All the time, every time, please. Yeah, God is good. Even when you find yourself the only Christian in society. That's real. Cause God is good. Even if you have no money, time, please. God is good. He's teaching us to walk by faith and not by what we see. Now let me hit you with them ABCs of G-O-D. He's the Alpha and the Blessed One, the B, the Christ. Christ gave his life crucified on the deity. Rep the God family. Read it, Revelation 12. Man. He says we can live for him ever eternity. Should I say he's the God, man? Should I say Jesus is the way, Jehovah Jireh, the I, the N, the G. What you be? He'll never leave you, man. L, the O, the V, the E, K, the I, the M, the G. Bring it back and then you hit your knees and P, the R, the A, the Y, and you give him G-O-D, give him praise constantly. Watch the devil flee like a rat trap. And we gon' keep it holy, man. We gon' keep it strictly Jesus, man. No more dirty like that LP, man. Volume 1, volume 2, hit them with that 3, dude. When we get done, they gon' be like, can I ride with you, dude? And I'm gon' say, that's because we make disciples, dude. God is good. All the time, every time, please. Yeah, God is good. Even when you find yourself the only Christian in society. That's real. Cause God is good. Even if you have no money, time. Yo, I'm about to give y'all my body this one here, man, but I might give you some of this one, alright? Here we go. He's teaching us to walk by faith and not by what we see. Remember that, Yeshua the Christ, he's good, homie. Yo, salute. For life. Strictly Jesus. No more dirty. Yep. ain't your bestie, she your worstie. God, girly thirsty, she wanna murk me. Sins tryna curse me, wanna hurt me. Set me up and put me down, why you wanna hurt me? I just got a good heart, but she had it lurking. You know I've been working hard, so they came to purse me. I was tryna keep it clean, baby, wanna perk me. Got me all off in my zone, singing Lord have mercy. And I hate to be alone, she said not to worry. The party for the night, but she dipping early. I'm so hired in the car, happens topsy-turvy. My body feel alive, I don't think it's earthly. Feel it coming in the air, that's the law of Murphy. The cemetery seas, life is getting murky. Know it's poison, but you drink cause you like them curvy. No bargain for the cold, now your vision blurry. Got these suicidal thoughts, she said it's your journey. Take a look over the edge, I ain't even nervy. Haven't even talked to God, I don't feel I'm worthy. If I make my bed in hell, would you show me mercy? Pardon every single sin, it's a controversy. Got some questions I would ask, why you take them early? Now I'm getting off the track, that's a little churchy. Cut the bottoms of the skin, leave the top curly. Hit the shower, dabble up, cause I'm riding dirty. Mama civil engineer, daddy an attorney. She had it playing sides, born and raised in Berkeley. The subtle type, but she shoot it sturdy. Honey, know her 3 months, greeted me with curtsy. 150 soaking wet, how she gonna hurt me? Put that dagger on my right, and it in a gurney. She went on living a life, it was getting buried. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh my Lord, oh my God, can you hear me? Don't take long, I've been struggling and it's all wrong. About to pop off before I get gone. Oh my Lord, oh my God, can you hear me? Don't take long, I've been struggling and it's all wrong. About to pop off before I get gone. Before I get gone. Yeah. Yeah, I've been so tired of this life, all these struggles I'm facing, this wrong with this right. I've been caught up in this panic, got me thinking it just